morning. On behalf of the students, faculty, and staff, I would like to welcome the Christopher Clark Superintendent Academy first annual Black History Program. Today, we celebrate the Golden Jubilee of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. We encourage you to sit back and relax as we take you on a journey through African American culture, highlighting the arts in song, dance, and poetry. Let every voice and sing, till like the heaven ring with our harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the darkness has taught. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought. Facing the rising sun on our day begun. Let us march on to victory is won. Stormy the road we walk, bearing the chasing along, felt in the day we hold on board. He died, yet with a steady beat, yet not always we feet. Come to the place in which our fathers died. We have come over a way, winters have watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered, out of the glory past, to know we stand at last, where the white gleam of the bright star is cast. God of our wayward years, God of our silent tears, who has brought us thus far on the way. Thus who has fought the mighty led us into the light. Keep us forever in the fight, we pray. Let's start this day from a place our God will we meet thee. Let's start our joy in the one of the world. We forget thee, shadow beneath thy heavenly wing forever stand. True to our God, true to our name.
We're going to have Mr. District Attorney Philip Ward come up now.
It's a pleasure to be here today on this first Golden Jubilee. It's something that's very important. Some old folks told me a long time ago, if you don't know where you're from, you don't know where you're going to. And yesterday I had the pleasure to look at the front page of the paper to see Mr. A.P. Tureau. He was the first black person from the entire state of Louisiana to enter LSU. And he entered LSU only after a fight, a long fight. And once he finally got to LSU, within a week or two, he was kicked out of the university. Mr. A.P., I'm from New Orleans, and I did learn until yesterday that Mr. A.P. lived 6 blocks away from where I grew up. He was 15 years older, but he's lived a life of a struggle. But he turned that struggle into something that was extremely powerful. He's a very well-educated man. His dad, Mr. A.P. Thoreau Sr., has a building named after him at the LSU campus. He, along with Thurgood Marshall, were the ones that fought for the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And so you have a lot of history here in Baton Rouge and in the state of Louisiana particularly for the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and what really has turned this country around, and we're headed in the right direction. There's a lot of people, a lot of black history, African American history, not only in Louisiana but the nation. A lot of very good, very influential, very smart people that I would encourage you guys to listen and to learn. Unfortunately today, as you know, when you read the paper and you turn on the news, and you may see me there, it's something that's bad that's happened. And unfortunately, right now, today, as I think the gentleman will tell you, it's young black males that are killing each other. My goal as the district attorney is to keep young kids in school, to hopefully prevent truancy and the dropout and the teen pregnancy rate, because those seem to be directly correlated to bad things that eventually happen. Not all people that struggle have bad things happen to them, but the more that you stay in school, the more you're educated, the better off you're going to be. We always talk about the chains of slavery in the past. To me, where I see the new chains of slavery are the lack of education. The lack of education, the lack of training are holding people back from getting really good jobs. And our goal is to try to break those new chains and to have people well educated. And teachers and the students, I challenge you to take a look at a book. It's a very simple book to read. It's The Other Wes Moore. Wes, W-E-S, Moore, like my last name, M-O-O-R-E. It talks about a young black male born and raised in Baltimore not long ago, and he struggled. He had family struggles. But this Westmore, the real Westmore, had a mom and a dad that cared for him. Dad eventually dies. Had a structural family that cared for him. Had a very good education system that cared for him. And although he struggled along the way, got involved in some group or a gang, a little bit of some criminal activity, his mom and his family kept him on his right path. He eventually goes on to introduce Barack Obama at the national convention that they had in Denver. He's a military man. He went to across the sea to England to study in college and has been extremely successful. On his way on the airplane leaving Baltimore to go to England to further his studies, he picks up a newspaper in his own hometown of Baltimore, and he reads on the front page, Wes Moore indicted for first-degree murder for killing of a police officer. He was shocked to learn that his own community, there's another person with the same name, born within the same year, and this Wes Moore did not have the family life that he had, didn't have the education that he had, and this Wes Moore had killed a police officer on duty. And as the real Wes Moore was headed to England to study in college, the other Wes Moore was headed to jail for the rest of his life. When he finishes his education, he comes back and he talks with the other Wes Moore. And he talks to him and he looks at the parallels between their life. And it seemed to be that family and education was the key, which kept him from becoming that other Wes Moore. I challenge all of you students and the teachers to continue doing what you do. Stay in school. You're going to be successful. Although you may not believe it, we may not portray it, you may not feel it. We all love you. Sometimes we don't love what you do, but we love you students. We want you all to succeed. We only want to see you in a positive way, never in a negative way. We're always here for you, and we wish you the best in your studies. I have the pleasure to introduce the next speaker to you, Ms. Tanja Miles. Ms. Miles is with our BRAVE program, which, as you know, is designed to stop teen violence, particularly murders from ages 14 to 18 up to 21. She's very energetic. She does a very good job for us. Her goal is to keep kids steered on the right path, and some children that steer off the way through juvenile court, she tries to bring them back so that they'll never see us, never see the inside of the court, and that's what our goal is. This time.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore is a dear friend of mine, and let me tell you one cool thing about him. I've been with Hiller when there's been cameras around, people around, just a lot of volunteers who are trying to make a difference in our community. When we're just trying to give a message of hope, help, and healing, and maybe a few hamburgers, Hiller was right there with us. And that showed me a lot about his integrity and his passion to help people when nobody else is looking, when it's not a photo op, but when you're really sincere. And that's how he is. And that day I never forget was a life-changing moment for me, because I really saw how passionate he was to help people. And so anytime he asked me to do one, you guys, if you've not heard of it, Baton Rouge Area Violence Elimination Project, Particularly, we work in the 70802 and now in the 70805. And unfortunately, you know, you guys, people gonna tell you, you're gonna hear, people, places, and things always have to be positive. You have to hang around positive people, positive places, do positive things. And I know in the area of O2 where I grew up, there's a lot of challenges over there. And you hear about cliques and groups and things of that nature. And I want to challenge you this morning to connect with the right people, to connect with the right things, to connect with the right places, because those things can make or break you. When I was your age, I had a huge problem. I tried to kill myself, I think, a couple of times before I was your ages. By the time I was in 11th grade, I was in a mental hospital, Greenville Springs, and I hated myself. I was molested when I was younger. I didn't think I'd live past 21. So, you know, I said, you know what, I might as well do everything that I can. And I made some bad choices that almost cost me my life. I want to encourage you, listen to the people who are around you. You know, my dad always told me to profit from other people's mistakes. You don't have to make the same mistakes that I did. You can make right choices. You don't have to smoke crack. You bet not smoke mojo. I know a lot of times people think, you know what, I think it's cool to smoke it. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to keep it 100. Because, you know, I don't want you to end up in a not just jail, but in a mental hospital, because it's making mental patients out of people. You know, there are a lot of people who might say, you know, be a part of our group, we're a rap group. Don't do that. Stand alone. Stand up for what's right. You know, we're celebrating Black History this month. But you know what? You need to celebrate your history and your heritage every day. You should be proud of what you have accomplished. Some of you saying, you know what, I made some bad choices. Might not be in the right grade. Might not be as smart as I could be. But it's never too late. You do the work, I'm telling you, the results can be amazing. If I could do it, you can do it. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. Don't give up. Continue to keep hope alive. Brave, you know, if you know anybody that need our services, we're not all about locking people up. Now, there's consequences for all our actions. However, but if you know people saying, you know what, I got involved in a group and, you know, I want to do better for myself, then they can call us. We have substance abuse, mental health counseling, job placement, anger management. I had an anger problem, so, you know, I had to take a couple of those classes. But there are so many opportunities that Brave can afford people who are trying to get on the straight and narrow. If you don't know anything about a clique or a group, I am so happy. And let me tell you something else. You can join us in our fight against crime in our great community. You say, how can you do that? I'm not snitching. We're not asking you to snitch. We're just asking you, if you know something, say something. I know if I knew somebody was going to harm my cousin, I'm going to tell somebody because I love my cousin. And you can do the same thing. And what that does, that gives you power. That does not make you a coward. It empowers you because now you're making right choices. And I just want to encourage you guys, don't give up. No matter what you've done, no matter who tell you will never amount to nothing, because people told me for the longest I thought my name was Trifling until I realized my name is Tanja because I was called Trifling so much. But you know what? One day I realized that I don't have to be trifling anymore. It's going to take me making right choices, hanging around the right people, getting a great education. Because look, you guys have made my day. Yesterday I spent most of my time at juvenile detention, and it was disheartening. But you guys today have made my day because you guys are making right choices to do the right thing. And I know you will never end up in the juvenile system because you're going to get a good education. People, places, and things are going to be positive in your life. And I want you to continue to make right choices and never give up. So on behalf of Brave, we'd like to let you know we appreciate you, and we're here to do amazing things, not only for you, but for our community. God bless. Thank you.
I know why the shade very sad, so my hands below. A free bird leaps on the back of boom and floats down the flame to the current. It dips his wings, arms thundering, and dares to play inside. But a bird is stuck down his narrow cage and suddenly see through his walls of wood. His wings are clear and his feet are tied. So he opened his throat and sings. A cage for his name with a beautiful thrill that turns around the lungs is still. And the tune is heard on the distant hill, but the king bird sang the breeze. The free bird thinks of another breeze on the fading wind soft through the burning trees. And the fat water lays in the dawn light, dawn water line, and he named the stars where his favorite stand on the favorite stand. The shadow fell, it made no sense. He leaned up with and his feet are back, and both himself to God. The king is very similar with a silver shield, a finger long, but long for shield, and his king is heard, and you can feel the favorite and the free.
We're gonna have some of our girls, they're gonna do a little dance performance for us. 1 second, they're coming in now.
It's like you're looking through a telescope. You see where you're gonna be. Growing, getting better. You're not the person they see. Can't be mad at the things you've been through, 'cause they built your muscle. Now you're stronger than you've ever been. They can't stop your hustle. Your faith never strong. That's why you defy. Yeah, you got your dreams and you got your path and you got your God. He will make you level. Everybody has a season, and I believe this one's yours. 'Cause you've been working, waiting, this what you've been praying. You were made to live a good life, and that's what I believe. So hit the floor, say a prayer, start working. You gotta do something. It's alright to crawl before you walk. Yeah, alright to walk before you run. But if you gotta get what you never got, gotta do something.
I was born by a river, oh man, in this little old temple, just like this river. I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change has gotta come now. Ooh, yes it is now. Oh my, oh my, oh my. It's been too hard living, oh my, and I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the clouds. It's been a long time coming. I know, change has gotta come. Oh, yes, it is now. There's a time I will go to my brother. Oh, I've asked my brother, will you help me please? Oh, now, oh, he turned me down, and then I asked my dear mother. Oh, I said, mother, I'm down on my knees. It's been a time that I thought, Lord, this could last very long. Oh, now, oh. Somehow I thought I was still able to try to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change is gonna come. Oh, yes it is. Just like I said, I went to my little bitty brother. Oh, my little brother. I dear mother. Oh, now. I said, mother, I'm down on my knees. But there was a time that I thought, Lord, this could last very long. Oh, man. Somehow I thought I was still able to try to carry on. It's been a